You learn something new every day. Hey, what's up, YouTube? We back again. It's part 3, man. Y'all lost. Y'all lost this time. I was going to move everything outside so y'all can see the Philippine life. You know, some nice background and everything. Instead of looking at her. Who said that? Instead of looking at him, right? That ugly dude back there. But dude, it's hotter than 100 hamburgers outside, man. It's hot out there, man. So I'm praying that everybody is safe. It is hot out there. I'm sweating. So I came back to get in the AC. Uncle Mike punked out that time. I punked out, y'all. I'm just gonna be honest. But we need to pray, man. I'm gonna play this track right here. We need to pray. We need to pray for Umar, man. This ain't funny, to be honest. I think he started out having some good intentions. You know what I think? I think that he thought he was going to get 3 times as many donations, where he could just live off the donations and do the school and had plenty of money to do this thing. He almost pulled something like that off. But man, let's just pray, man. Let's just pray for everybody, man. Check this out.
See, I don't pray for what you think I would. Not for money, not for cars, not even for my own hood. I just close my eyes and I pray. I pray that Sunday don't say the most fake day of the week. That we live what we preach when we rise to our feet. I pray one day we don't see color in the face. Only one race, one love, the human race. I pray for peace, not power. For unity that don't fold in the dark hour. I pray for the child with no voice, no meal. That one day he eats and knows how love feels. I pray success finds the ones that grind quiet, who didn't sell a soul just to go viral. I pray we remember His grace when we fall, that God still answers when we don't call. I pray for you, yeah. You're scrolling on your phone, feeling broken, feeling left all alone. I pray your health stays strong, your path stays clear, and blessings fall on you like tears. But I want you to know that's what I don't say in these lines. I never pray for money, and I never pray for myself. I never even pray for the ones closest to me. I pray for the mothers with tears in their eyes, holding it down but dying inside. I pray for the father who left too soon, and the child he made trying to fill that room. I pray for the teacher who's spinning their own, trying to give hope cause the system is blown. I pray for the ones who got talent but no light, for the ones that write verses just to make it through the night. I pray we break generational chains, stop passing down drama like it's part of our name. I pray our hearts don't stay numb from the pain, and one day we dance in the middle of the rain. I pray for the silence behind fake smiles, for the strong ones breaking after holding it a while. I pray for the ones that feel too far gone, that God's still reaching when the devil gets strong. I pray for the kids locked up in the system, no love, no hugs, just the world that miss them. And I pray for the soldier with scars on his mind, he made it back home but left peace behind. I pray for the ones who scream but ain't heard, who feel invisible when they speak a word. I pray you feel seen, I pray you feel true. I pray that these words can help you. But what I mostly pray for is you.
Shout out to everybody who liked the album. Shout out to everybody who bought the album, who's supporting Uncle Mike with the album and everything. Shout out, man, because when I get back to the States, man, I'm going to have a meeting with a school and some principals. I think they have a recording studio. They got something going on musically at the school that they don't have a teacher. They don't have somebody that can work with the kids. It's a middle school. The younger the better. So something good may come out of all this, you know what I'm saying? And I I started showing the money because you know how the art recording artists always show this is pesos, man, and it's $1,000 bill peso. But just to let y'all know how much money this is for real, I think it's 200, probably less than probably $240 at the most. $240 or something like that. Yeah, ain't no real money. 1,000 pesos. And it's like 10, I got like 20 of them out. Half of it's gone already. 20,000 pesos is like $350 or something. I can't remember. Something like that. But in our mind, when you say 10,000, we thinking dollars automatically. $10,000. It's nothing like that. It's nothing like that. I'm kind of mad at myself because I showed the money. You know that, but that's what rappers supposed to do. I think, right? I think I'm a rapper, right? So I'm gonna show the money like they do. But y'all know Uncle Mike mean well, man. Check it out, man. Let's get back to this part 3, man. And oh my gracious, man. This shout out to Leonard, man. Shout out to you, man. I don't even remember where we left off at. I was great, move the equipment outside, but hey, let's get into it. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. I'm gonna be reaching out to my brother, man. See, once I get with the school thingy, and I'm gonna lay out a plan for these, for the principals and the teachers and see what they think. And we're gonna sit down and talk to the students. I always thought that the adults and the teachers want to teach the kids the adults way. They don't ask the kids, what do you want to do? I think the kids will learn more, and I proved it already. I proved it a couple of times. I told a couple of kids, you got to keep your grades up, and you can come to my studio and be an intern and learn different things and do stuff, but you got to keep your grades up. And 3 parents came to me, man. This is real talk. 3 parents came to me and said, man, I don't know what you said to my son, but because of you, he getting straight A's and B's now. And I said, what? You mean to tell me that bull I told them worked? Yeah, man. So I started going up to the school asking the teachers, when do they get report cards? Because they got to show me their report card. Yeah, I wasn't playing. I ain't taking no shorts unless it's coming from a midget. I don't play that. You know, you do right, you do right. You study, show yourself approved, then you can play with these mixing board and drums and make beats and all that type of stuff. Because that's what they want to do. They want to shoot videos. They want to be YouTubers. They want to see, they want to do what they see out here. They see big time YouTubers. So we're going to give them to them. Dr. Umar, Uncle Mike might be showing you how to run a school. Before you know it, in 1 year, I might be opening up my own school. Well, at least my own trailer. How about that? Anyway, man, it's me and Leonard. How about that? Me and Leonard, we are over. I ain't opening it up with it unless I got him on my side. Y'all hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that bell. Let's see where we at, man.
Forfeit. China says, what? I thought FDMG was coming. it don't look like it right now.
Yeah, we left off when they was talking about he might lose the buildings and stuff and how he can get the buildings back and everything. So here we go, y'all.
Okay, and then let's see. A Giant Step says, and then they will foreclose. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the process is going to be, but it's not going to be right away. I do know that. Eminent domain, forfeit. China says, what? I thought FDMG was coming. It don't look like it right now. All right, real talk. Okay, it's not looking good. I'll tell you that right now. So how's it going, Nurse Alexa? Instead of Umar handling this business and doing what he needs to do today or coming forward to explain to people what's happening, what is Umar doing today? All right, now we're getting into it. Okay, 2 hours and 18 minutes in with 3,500 people in the building. Shout out to the Cookie Crush chat is undefeated. There is a poll before we get to the video. There's been almost 4,000 votes. My goodness gracious. Will Umar Johnson pay the $38,388.22 by the August 28th? I think it's 25th. August 28th, 2025 deadline. 10% said yes, 78% said no, and 12% say I don't know. You know what? I'm going to say no, because I don't see how he's going to come up with this amount of money by that time. I mean, he may try to figure. He's tricky, so ain't no telling. We're going to have to wait and see. But I'm going to go with no. Make sure you get your vote in during this live stream. If at any point you've enjoyed this show, or let's say if you're enjoying this show right now, go on ahead and hit that like button. We have over 1,600 likes. And I just want to update people. We're at 82,500 subscribers. So I want to thank everyone who has subscribed to my YouTube page. I do appreciate it. Okay. I do not take any of this for granted. Okay. All right. Let's get to the video. So this video is from today. Let's see if Umar is handling business. Okay. Do you think Umar was handling business today? All right. I'm going to mute the audio because he's playing music. Here you go. Is he driving to FDMG Cookie Crush, chat? Is that what he's doing? Is he going to go figure out what he's going to do at these abandoned buildings to get this $38,388 paid off so he can keep these buildings this month? Is he up there working at these attract bandos, getting things done and doing what a man should do and handle the business? No, he mad. Look at him. Listening to music, trying to figure out a way, looking about as mad, singing. He probably singing that song from that gay guy that was on his phone. I should do that. You ever, Lene said he got a ringtone of this gay guy singer, and I don't even know what the guy's name is. Okay. And yeah, he got that tight bandana on. Okay. He's traveling to it's like a festival that he's going to. Let me see if he's saying anything. Yeah, this is Newark. That's New Jersey. So he ain't even in Wilmington. He ain't even in Philadelphia or Delaware. He in New Jersey. Isn't that right? Newark, New Jersey. See that? He ain't handling business. Okay, and so where is he? What is he going to? Well, let's pull up the next video. Here we go.
What's good? Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Ifatunde Oguntade. I'm live at the Source of Knowledge bookstore. Come on out. Free book giveaway for the children. 867 Broad Street in Newark, New Jersey. 867 Broad Street, Newark, New Jersey. I want to see my Newark Africans, Elizabeth, my Jersey City, my Montclair, my Trenton, my Camden, my Willingboro. We are out here, Black Bookstore. It's Leo season. Full moon in Aquarius. Shout out to all my Aquarius brothers. Shout out to all my Aquarius sisters. It's a full moon in Aquarius today. Shout out to the children of Shango, the daughters of Shango, the sons of Shango. We here. Come on out. I'm going to be speaking at 2 o'clock, followed by Q&A. All the hugs and pictures you need. Alpha males pull up. Queen Kong consciousness pull up. We in the
He gonna be signing the
building, and now we're gonna holler at a couple vendors. Tell them who you are and what you got, man.
Nobody got sweet watermelon.
We have
They got the sweetest watermelon in town.
uncolonized, wild-crafted sea moss.
He said uncolonized. You can hear a brother in the background talk about we got the best watermelon. I said, what in the world? Let's go.
Uncolonized, wild-crafted sea moss. Now, when you say uncolonized, what that mean, my beautiful African queen?
Nothing but from the beautifulness of Africanness.
From the beautifulness of Africanness. That's what's up. Now, what you got? Wait a minute. I see a yellow watermelon. I've never seen this in my life. Talk to me, elder. I've never.
You ain't never seen a yellow watermelon, Umar? What in the world? Come on now, cut it out.
Never seen a yellow watermelon in my life. So is that a different strain? Is that a hybrid? Is that Bill Gates
GMO?
watermelon? Talk to me.
GMO, cut it out.
I've never seen that.
Bill Gates, yeah. Yellow watermelon.
That's real. That's organic.
Natural, yeah. Natural.
So why I've never seen a yellow one before? What?
Because they always hide things from us.
Are they rare?
They are
This is funny.
not rare.
They're not. So why we don't see them in the hood? I ain't never seen no yellow watermelon. I've been all over the world.
Awesome. So that means that what they continue to do is produce things and give it to us that's not natural for us, but this is natural watermelon. It's that red watermelon.
So is there something wrong with the red watermelon, the red ones?
The red watermelon and yellow watermelon is actually produced the same exact way.
So will that turn red or did the red turn yellow?
The yellow will turn red.
So this will become red.
No, the red will turn yellow. They crossbreed.
The red will become yellow.
Yeah, they crossbreed.
Okay.
I've never seen that in my life, Baba. I've never seen that in my life.
And that's the watermelon juice. Taste it.
Just the watermelon. Well, I'm going to come back. You know what? I need a little. Can I get a little piece of this, Queen?
Yes, take it.
I don't want to dig my hand. Well, here go a fork.
Take the whole thing.
Take that lid off
There
for me.
you
I
go.
want to try the yellow watermelon. First time in my life. Thank you. Yellow watermelon for the first time.
See, the one thing I want to point out, you notice he's not spending any money on dirty ass fingernails. Notice Umar's not spending any money. He's always talking about, so he looks smoked out too right here. He's always talking about how we need to support black businesses, right? Hit the one. He's always talking that talk. But it's probable that Umar ain't gonna spend a dime off and he just wants free shit. What kind of man? Umar one of them kind of people. There'd be some kids trying to sell not Kool-Aid, but trying to sell lemonade. They put together a lemonade stand. They've been working all morning getting everything ready and everything. They're out there in the sun, hot, just but they trying to do their business, right? Umar walked by. Let me get a sample of that. Let me get a little more of that because I think I need just a little more. Let me get one more taste so I can make sure if I want to buy it. And then he walk away. He always talking about black business, but I listen, we're gonna see. I'm gonna see if Umar. I know, yeah, his feet, they always dirty. That's crazy. I don't get that. Let's see. Let's see if Umar proves me wrong. We ain't gonna watch this whole video because there's the other videos. That's the really ones I want to get to. Here we go.
In my life.
Umar up here trying to eat watermelon while he chewing gum. Goofy.
And it tastes good.
Did it taste good? Did it taste good? So, all right, 6 degrees.
Where the trash at, my queen? Thank you.
Thank you.
How we doing, brothers and sisters? What's going, man?
Yes, sir.
Talk to the people. What you doing right here?
What's going on? This your boy, Umar Johnson, a.k.a. The Composer Rail. I have my book here titled The Gift for Others. It's just me sharing my challenges with our community. I know our sisters, they usually have that community of support, but us brothers, we don't normally have that. So right here,
Gotcha.
The Gift for Others is my God-given gift. I'm a servant of God. I'm here just to support our community. And I'm
Good for him. He got him a book.
here to tell my story. You know what I'm saying? When I was 5 years old, just give you a little preview, I was molested. However, I know we don't talk about that because what goes on in the house stays in the house, and ain't how we gonna get healed.
That's right, brother.
It's my book right here, The Gift for Others.
you better
that
talk
I'm sharing
about
with
it.
our community. I'm an author, I'm a music composer as well, but I'm for our people. You know what I'm saying? I'm a witness. I'm a
Powerful.
witness, just to tell
That's
y'all
powerful.
what it is.
I appreciate
Yeah, good for you. Bless your heart. Bless his heart.
your strength.
Appreciate you too, Dr.
Appreciate.
See how Umar, he don't offer no. He just, okay, all right. Let me get on to the next
Yeah,
one.
talk to me, queen.
We embracing our transformation because we've been going through too much. It's time to heal. It's time to get together. It's time for unity.
Keep going, keep going.
It's time to uplift, and the time is now. So embrace your transformation, and wherever
$25, Umar. Let's see.
you are. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Hey, I need a preview.
See that? Umar ain't buying nothing.
I'm gonna come back for the photos. Let me just do this vendor, and then I got you. I'm coming to you. Talk to me, King. How's everything? I love these Gianyami. That's my favorite symbol, you know. Oh man, ladies, come and get your Gianyami. Nothing but God, the omnipotence of God. Shout out to my fellow Ghanaian citizens. We got the Sankofa symbols. He got the Akaban, the war horn. He got them all up here. He got them all up here. Oh man.
Got them all.
Man, talk to the people. What you got here?
Is Umar buying anything?
Got the Ghanaian names for the bracelets.
Powerful.
Special names for God.
Yes, I'm born on Wednesday, Kwaku, but
See, he always got to make it about himself. I was born on Wednesday, Kwaku, or whatever he say. I don't even know what day I was born on. Probably on a Monday. Yeah, his fingernails dirty like his hell. He don't care. He don't care. He probably was sleeping in his car. Anyway,
made nothing but God, the omnipotence of God. Shout out to my fellow Ghanaian citizens. We got the Sankofa symbols. He got the Akaban, the war horn. He got them all up here. He got them all up here.
Umar, relax.
Oh man, talk to the people. What you got here, King?
Got the Ghanaian names for the bracelets.
Powerful.
Special name from Ghana.
Yes, I'm born on Wednesday, Kwaku, but I was given another
See how he got to make it about himself?
name, Nana Paye, and now by the chief out there.
Oh, okay.
So what? Nana, Il Nana, whatever your name is. Cut it out, Umar.
Powerful.
Yeah, that's.
Well, y'all
There you go. Powerful. That means he don't give a shit.
Oh my God.
Isn't that what Lene said? Whenever Umar be like, yeah, powerful, powerful, I don't give a shit what you say. It's about me. My birthday was on Wednesday. That's what they call me. That's I was Papa Nini. Nah, I don't want to play out, whatever. Yeah, Umar, he a trip, boy. He don't want nobody getting no attention but him. Here we go.
Like my man say, save it for somebody who cares. Save it for somebody who cares. I like when that man used to say that.
You got them all up here. Oh man, talk to the people. What you got here, King?
Got the Ghanaian names for the bracelets.
Powerful.
Special name from Ghana.
Yes, I'm born on Wednesday, Kwaku, but I was given another name, Nana Paye, and now by the chief out there.
Oh, okay.
So what?
Powerful.
Yeah, that's.
Well, y'all better come on out. He got the mud cloth book bags.
Uh-huh.
How much the book bags?
65.
And what about the waist pouch?
25.
25. He got good prices. Come on out. Come on out.
See, Umar ain't buying shit.
Oh.
He's like powerful,
Oh,
powerful.
man, what's going on? You done gained some weight, huh?
Yeah.
Queen, what you got over here? Talk to me.
We have tumblers, we have custom items at the end, bling sneakers, we have adult coloring books.
Come on out. We at the Source of Knowledge Bookstore, 867 Broad Street, Newark, New Jersey. 86.
All right, so this goes on. He just hanging out. You know what I'm saying? I'll just scroll through. All right, so this video goes for like 40 minutes. I don't want to play the whole thing because I want to get to where he's actually on stage talking, and there's a gang of people there. Y'all ready? Shout out to the Cookie Crush chat. Let me check on this poll question right quick, if y'all don't mind. Okay, so where are we at? Here we are. So the poll question, we have 4,192 votes so far. Will Umar Johnson pay the $38,388.22 by the deadline? 10% said yes, 78% said no, 12% said I don't know. Okay, so make sure you get your vote in. We have over 1,700 likes so far, over 3,600 people watching in the live. Okay, shout out to the Cook Chris Chat's undefeated. He's out there seeking his prey. Yeah, I'm sure he is. You know, he's trying to fill out who he can exploit financially or sexually. He ain't spending no money though to buy anything off of nobody. You know, but if he can get some money off of them, some donations, or he can get in them draws. I don't understand how a man can live like that in general, but if you 50, I don't understand. It's just, it's just a waste. It's just a waste. And it's anyway, but that's Umar. He's looking for a prey. That's what he's, a predator. Supposed to be black conscious, but he ain't worried about none of that. Thank you, Andrea. Kiara says Ifa Nani Punani. Something like that. Nana Pania, the Nani Punani, I don't know, galletas, cookie, something. It's a mix of all those. You know what I'm saying? Especially the galletas. Galletas caliente. That's all we talk about. Galletas caliente. All right. Thanks, Kiara Hart. Ifa Nani. Ifa Nani Punani. That sounds about right. Thank you, Kiara. What's up, D? That is all says in Umar's narcissistic mind, the publicity on his Instagram is payment for these vendors. Maybe, but it's weird because it's not like the people who are watching this on his Instagram page. It's not like they're there. It's not like they're gonna. Well, I guess maybe some would show up, but most of them probably don't even live in that area, I would think. So what? Yeah, listen, I think it's just smoke and mirrors. I think Umar wants to try to make it appear as if he's supporting black business, even though he's not actually buying anything. And maybe he did. Okay, I just haven't watched the whole thing. I ain't gonna waste my time watching that whole thing. But the other thing is, it makes it appear as if he's doing some grassroots work. But really, what he's doing, he's just driving in. You know, he drive into this city. He'll talk his talk, right? And then he'll try to find a way to get money out of people, or he'll try to find a way to get some cooch or both. And then he leaves, and that's it. There's no building. There's not, he's not doing anything constructive or anything like that. That's all it comes down to. See, So yeah, probably in his mind, I also think it makes him feel as if, like a narcissist, that he's so important, right? And I'm going to show up, and they're going to want to take pictures with me, and look at I'm doing all this work. He ain't doing nothing. Okay? Thanks, Diaz, off of the super chat. Deborah says his fingernails dirty like his house. Yeah. Kimmy Kim said, and I don't like that. I dirty fingernails. That's just ridiculous. Just wash your hands, and then cut your fingernails. You know what I'm saying? If you cut your fingernails, you're going to eliminate a lot of this anyway. But then still, just wash your hands. See, I'm like that. I got to be clean. I took a shower before this live stream. I'm gonna take one after. Kimmy Kim says, I feel well. Then you're saying that you make you what? We make you feel dirty. I didn't say that. It's just I sit on here. I got these lights, and my head starts sweating and stuff. And it's no big deal. But I'm gonna take it. Well, then you're saying that we're filthy. That's not what I'm saying. Stop! Don't do that. Kimmy Kim says, I feel he's so tone deaf that he's going to use this notice on the door as an example to panhandle more with zero insight into the perceived implications. It's possible. He has no self-awareness and he doesn't have business. So he may not even recognize the implications of all this. I'm sure he saw the video that I did yesterday. I'm sure he's watched it. He's probably watching right now live, this live stream. You may be right about this. He may not, and I don't think he cares at this point. I think it's just about, let me see how much money I can get out of people and milk this until I can't milk it anymore. You know what, Kimmy Kim? It's actually possible that Umar wants this to happen. What? What do you mean? Yeah, it's possible that Umar wants the city of Wilmington to take ownership of these properties, because then he can come up with an excuse as to how white supremacy or how the city of Wilmington, they sabotaged and they took the properties and they took them from me, and I was so close to opening it up and see, here we go with the false narratives that Umar spins.
Can I see it?
Y'all think about that for a moment. Umar ain't got no money. Renovations aren't complete, even though he said they were complete in 2023. It's possible Umar says, no, go on and take these shits, because I had no intent to open up the school anyway. And then I can just, tell people that it was sabotaged by the government. And then I can ask for more money. Well, we got to figure out, maybe we can get something smaller and we can get to. So this is what we're going to do, family. You know how he started doing this shit. This is what we're going to do, family. I need you to get on your PayPal because we're going to get another school. And then he starts this shit all over again. Zero insight into the perceived implications. Very well said. Okay. One thing we can say for sure, he'll use it to panhandle one way or the other. However he spends this, he'll use it, to get money out of people. He may even say, the reason why is because Leonard in the Cookie Crush chat. No, Umar, don't blame me for this. You got to hold yourself accountable. And what kind of man? You got to hold yourself accountable as a man at some point in your life. Thank you, Kimmy Kim. Deborah says he looked like he about to sing wires. Don't do him like that, because Umar, he's had it rough. He did that video on the podcast with the lady. Don't call me a white girl. I can't remember her name right now. And he was talking so reckless. If y'all ain't seen that man, it was so bad. My stream shut down. I kid you. Umar, he was sounding. I'm gonna leave it right there. Thank you, Deborah. Lukiva Avantain says uncolonized sea moss. How did so many of our people fall this low? Yeah, I don't know what that meant exactly. I just think it's part of maybe perception that somehow if it's done, by a black person and it's all natural, that it's uncolonized. I don't know. Umar, he went right with it, because that sounds like something. I'm not here to criticize the sister, because she's doing what she do, but Umar, he goes right with it, because this kind of falls in line with some of the stuff, the types of things that Umar says. It's actually quite interesting. It's fascinating. The black conscious space is very interesting in and of itself. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. User 225 says uncolonized means it violates a health code. Okay, now I understand. if that's what you say, okay. Thank you, 225. One irony: Umar won't work with other black LDRS. I'm not sure what LDRS is. Other black leaders. So one irony: Umar won't work with other black leaders. Yeah, Umar, what he does is he criticizes black leaders over and over again. He demeans them and disrespects them. That's what he does. Part of it is he feels like he's in competition I mean, he said a whole lot of crazy stuff about a lot of black leaders. I mean, he has a history of that. I mean, I can run down a list because I take notes on that when I'm doing my notes for the documentary. He's gone at a lot of black leaders over the years. He's criticized Martin Luther King. He's criticized Du Bois. He says Du Bois. I get it. He's criticized Farrakhan. He also tends to criticize black intellectuals over and over again. But I just think that Umar, he feels like he's in competition. And the truth of the matter is that Umar is a failure. And he sees these individuals who are successful in their whatever their area it happens to be. Same thing with black sports athletes, successful sports athletes, and black entertainers. He does a lot of that. And he has a very difficult time working with people. And he always has to be the front line. He has to be the head of everything. Matter of fact, and Morris, now that you bring this up real quick, one of the reasons why Umar had a major falling out with the black conscious space, and I'm talking specifically in New York, dealing with Sa Neter and that crew, was because Umar felt as if he was supposed to be given a special dispensation and certain privileges because he feels entitled, and that he should always be the headliner. And what ended up happening was back in the day, Sa Neter put together an event. I wish I had the videos of all. I only have like clips of it, but if I wish I had the whole thing. He put together an event, and on the card was Umar, Polite, and what's his name? Young Pharaoh. So Umar talks about how he wanted to be the last one to speak because he wants to be considered to be the keynote, the headliner. That's because everyone's there for him. He wants, these other lesser people to talk so that, people will come. And then by the time he gets to the stage, everyone's there to listen to him. And he perceives it as if he's the main, it's all about him. So he has this big issue about two things. One, the amount of money that they paid him. He felt like he should be paid more by Sa Neter. But then he also was upset because Polite took more time than what was scheduled. And Umar felt as if it was taking away from his time to get on stage to shine and do his thing. Furthermore, Polite left his all of his merchandise on the stage. And so Umar, he's talking, but behind him is Polite's his products and stuff. And then Umar talked about how Polite was walking back there and Polite's home crew was walking back there, and it upset Umar. Why? Because Umar felt as if he should be the center of attention and that it should have all be about him in the first place. And that was a major falling out with Umar. Now, I'm not saying that these individuals are quote unquote black leaders. I'm talking about specifically in the black conscious space. Umar has a problem with even working with people in the black conscious space. In fact, fell out with virtually everyone in the black conscious space. Okay. I can't think of one person in a black conscious space, and there may be, but I can't think of one person in a black conscious space that Umar was able to maintain a relationship with. See?
I can believe that for some reason. That's all I've been seeing is him talking down on other people for some reason. And that's all I've been seeing. So I agree.
Thank you for the super chat. Dre said, FDMG family, the money gone. Yeah, everyone says that, and it's true. It is true. That money been gone. He ain't even paying basic bills. He don't let these bills run up to $38,388, and that's just bills associated with these abandoned buildings. Okay. Thanks, Dre, for the super chat. Sean says, it's the fact that he has Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey's name wrapped up in this mess. He doesn't care. He uses Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey as a way to tap into the emotional space of Black people. He also uses it so that he can associate himself with these individuals so it makes him appear to be on their level. He has a history of doing that. He has a history. See, it's one of the fascinating aspects of Umar's psychology is he talks crazy shit about successful Black people, including Black leaders. But when they are dead, that's when he tends to say more positive things about them. Okay? I'm not saying all the time. I'm just saying in general, he tends to say more positive things about them because he sees it as these people are dead and I can associate myself with them now that they're dead because it's not like they're going to come out and say, I ain't got no association with Umar because they're already dead. That's how Umar thinks. See? So Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey, real quick, in terms of the history with Umar, Frederick Douglass, Umar believes the lie that his father told him when I believe he was 10 years old, might have been 11. Let me go look on my timeline. This would be, he was 8. I think he was 8 years old. He might have been 7. Yeah, I think he was 8. For some reason, I thought 10, but I think he was he was 11. That's right. He was 11 when he was told that he was related to Frederick Douglass, but his daddy changed his name to Umar from Jermaine Shoemake to Umar Ibn Rashad Abdullah Johnson. He changed his name in and around 1982 when Umar was 8. But he was told that he was related to Frederick Douglass when he was 11, which is not true. And so that's why Umar, he still talks about Frederick Douglass in this whole story. He has a whole story where he talks about the lineage and all that stuff. His daddy took a DNA test, and I have the receipt, and it came back conclusive that there's no relationship, there's no genetic relationship, there's no blood relationship whatsoever. But Umar still runs with the lie. So that's why he tangles Frederick Douglass up into this. And then Marcus Garvey, this is largely associated with Umar's days in the UNIA going back to 2000. He put in his resignation letter in 2005, but he had affiliations on and off again with the UNIA after he graduated from college as an undergraduate, based upon the story that he tells. Okay, so that would be when he's around 23 years old in around 1997. And so part of what took place when he was in the UNIA is he was trying to seize control and power because he wanted to ultimately rise the ranks to become president general, which is what Marcus Garvey was in the UNIA. So a lot of Umar's movements, especially early on, was he's trying to be something that he's not. And he caused a lot of problems in the UNIA for different reasons, trying to sexually exploit these women in the UNIA, also trying to get money out of the UNIA for a renovation project. See, that's the early workings of FDMG, right? But also he was trying to get the elders out of the way so that he could be the HNIC. He would be the leader in that particular UNIA building. I can't remember what they call those. But then ultimately he wanted to rise to become the president general, which is the person who's over everything, all the different divisions. That's what it's called, right? So Umar, I mean, it's problematic because he was trying to get the younger generation to follow him, and then get the older generation out the way so that he can seize power and control. Okay, so that's why this Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey is wrapped up in this mess. It goes back a lot longer than what people realize. It's not more recent. This goes back to Umar's childhood, being told the lie that he's related to Frederick Douglass. His dad took a DNA test. There's no DNA evidence. The DNA evidence proves that they're not related. There's no genetic relationship whatsoever. And so that's why it's wrapped up from early childhood, but then it's also wrapped up with Umar in terms of Marcus Garvey once he graduates from Millersburg University as an undergraduate in around 1997, where he starts to be, well, I shouldn't even say that because I've heard him say 1995, 1996, and 1997. Let's go with 1996 when he's 21, where he starts making inroads into the UNIA. Okay. Thank you for the super chat too. I appreciate it. Let's see, when will you have Lene back on? I got new jokes. I'm not sure. We'll see how things go. We'll see how things go. I had her on last week though. It was wild. I have a good time with her. We'll see what happens this week. If anything happens where she feels like she would like to come back and it makes sense, we'll do it. Okay. Thanks, user 225. Suzanne says, I just want to hear you say Mama's Closet. Okay, I got this one earlier. All right, thank you for the super chat. Andrea, he's out there seeking his prayer. I got this one. Thank you so much, Andrea. Tia says he's drinking uncolonized drinks while they're about to repo his shacks. Yeah, but that's really the point that I want to get to. We're going to get to the video where Umar gives his speech. You guys are going to trip off of that. But that's what I want to speak to is Umar's so disconnected from what's really important in all of this, that his whole life mission has been to what? Open up a school for Black boys. He conceptualized it in 2004. We're talking 20 years. And yet he's out here drinking uncolonized drinks while they're about to repossess, if we want to use that term, okay, his abandoned buildings, what he calls school in Wilmington, Delaware. It just goes to show you where his priorities are and how he's not serious about opening up a school. See, it's already proven, really, it's proven because he should have handled this business in the first place back in 2019, to where he doesn't have $38,000 worth of bills, $38,388.22 worth of bills associated with FDMG. Why not handle it from the beginning so it doesn't get this far out of control? He's not serious about opening up a school. See, real quick, even if he finished renovations tomorrow and he puts in a certificate with there's steps that he's missing, but let's just say he gets the certificate of occupancy and he's ready to open, he's not going to be awarded that because he won't even be able to open because he got $38,028. Listen, the city's they're going to get their money. And Umar, you ain't going to do shit until they get their money. You ain't gonna open up no school inspections when you put in application. They say, "Hey, whoa, wait a minute now. You got they done filed on you for 38. They done served you to $38,388. Now you need to get this resolved before you put in this application, sir." He's not serious. He up here drinking uncolonized drinks while they're about to repo his checks. It's real talk. But that's really the point that I want to make here. It just goes to show you where Umar's mind is at. I don't think he cares. I think in Umar's mind, yeah, let's go. Let them take him, because then I have an excuse why the school don't open, and then I'll turn that into getting money out of people somehow. Okay. Thank you, Tia. Gamer Incorporated. I ain't seen you in a while. Says, on another note, on the video you posted 2 days ago, did anyone else catch at the end? He said he's going to go in their house and kidnap their kids. Yeah. He after single mothers. No man is going to allow that. Real talk. No real man. That's why Umar don't deal with real men. Him talking like that. See? And Umar knows. That's why he don't deal with real men, because if he dealt with real men, the women would be protected. I'm talking about real men, and the children would be protected. Now, let me give you the backstory on that. Where Umar was talking about, I'm gonna give you a little bit of the ritual. You know, 2 weeks or 2 months, whatever he said, before we start classes at FDMG, we're gonna go into the boy's house, and we're gonna kidnap the kids, and we're gonna take them out to the woods and teach them how to be men. What are you talking about? Mm-hmm. I don't think anyone has that clip, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because Umar was on this radio show host when it's a woman. He was on her show, and he was talking real reckless. But when he said that, I think I left a comment, and I was like, "Why would you have this guy on here when he's talking about kidnapping kids?" No, I didn't leave a comment. I did a video to talk about it, and then she ended up taking it down. She sent me a message and was like, "Well, I can't believe you're doing this. This is my brand. I'm trying to build." I don't give a shit about all that. You're dealing with someone who's not only is a con man, but he's perverted. He's perverted. You don't talk like talking about you're gonna kidnap the kids and take them out to the woods. I gotta have Umar on record talking about how you gonna cuddle with the kids. So what you talking about? I want to hear that. See, she took it down, but I have it. It was a radio interview. So that's the backstory to him talking like this. And she didn't check him. See, she should have checked him. Right? What do you mean you're gonna kidnap the kids? That's illegal. Thanks, Gamer Incorporated. Malik says he's actually touching women with those nails. Yeah. And a bumpity bump on his lip. So it goes to show you, if you got those issues, listen, you don't care about yourself, and you don't care about these women either. Because if you did, you would keep your fingernails clean. You keep yourself clean. If you did, you wouldn't be sneak kissing them and stuff with the bumpity bump on their lip. Or you would say, "Hey, listen, I do have a big old bump, a boil that be coming up on my lip. I got a couple of them, depending on the month. I won't let you know that before I give you a kiss. Is it okay for me to kiss you with this big old boil on my lip?" At least do that. They have informed consent. Most of them gonna say hell no, but at least there might be a couple say, "Oh, go on ahead." I go, "Okay." Umar, when you let me stop. I'm gonna leave it right there. Thanks, Malik. Michelle says, "I am South African. Punani is female." Yes, it is. It is. That's what that means. Okay. We're gonna move on from that. Okay. We know what that means in the United States, because back in the day they'd say Punani. Right? I remember there was a group called Punani Poets. I kid you not. I said, "What in the world?" I said, "What kind of poetry?" All right. Thanks, Michelle, for the super chat. Supreme Soldier says, "Hey, Lennon, I commented on a video a few days ago on how much it would cost to clean the site. After the research, it came out to $515,000 starting cost to clean and replace the soil. You're right, it's over." And I saw that comment. What Supreme Soldier is referring to, and he had a whole breakdown too. I'm assuming that you're male. They had a whole breakdown. What they're referring to is the EPA report that was released in 2019. They classified these abandoned buildings as brownfield catalyst sites, and there's mitigation that needs to take place. Things need to be fixed. I'm talking about in terms of the toxicity levels inside of the buildings, on the exterior of the buildings, on the soil, in the soil, etc. Remember, these buildings have been sitting for over 4 years, if memory serves me correctly. J. Moore closes in 2015. Umar acquires them in 2019. So we could say a little over 4 years they were sitting. let's say 4 years, 4 years that they had been sitting there. And the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, which is the government agency, they could not find any record of any type of inspections taking place, any type of remediation. So they classified these buildings as brownfield catalyst sites, which means that there's toxins or toxicity levels that are harmful to human beings inside of the buildings, on the exterior of the buildings, in the soil, under the ground, etc. Brownfield catalyst sites. So what Supreme Soldier did, they did the research to see how much would it cost as a starting cost to remedy this issue so that these buildings would not be classified as a brownfield catalyst site. And there was a whole breakdown, all this stuff that needs to take place, $515,000 as a starting cost. Okay. See, so when people say, well, how do you get these buildings for $400,000, $420,000? Well, this is one of the reasons why. This right here. Remember, Umar tells the story of how these buildings were renovated for, I think he says for $12,000 or $16,000, something like, I can't remember the figure, that these buildings were renovated back in 2000, I want to say 2007, 2000, I don't have it on my timeline, but I want it because it initially, 2012, it initially opened, no, that's the new J. Moore. The Maurice J. Moore Academy opened in 2006. So the renovation of those buildings, they used to be a chemical production facility. That's why the land is actually classified as light industrial. To this day, it's classified as light industrial. And so ultimately, they renovated those buildings into schools back in 2000, I would think 2004, 2005, and turned it into the Moyer Academy by 2006. That's when the Moyer Academy opens. All right, so the Moyer Academy is operating from 2006 into 2010, and they closed down, and then they reopened as New J. Moyer Academy in 2012, and then they closed down again in 2015. All right, and then they sit from 2015, 16, 17, 18 for about 4 years, and Umar acquires them in February of 2019. But them sitting there for those 4 years without anything being done, like nothing's being taken care of, nothing's being maintained. The EPA comes in and they do this report. It's an ROI plan for that, so that in 2019 they classify these abandoned buildings as brownfield catalyst sites. Okay, now this is what Supreme Soldier is alleging here. I haven't done the research. So I'm not saying that this is how much it would cost, but what they're saying is that the starting cost would be around $515,000. It could be more than that. It could be less than that. But thank you for that information. Thank you for Super Chat as well. Veracity Exchange says, I found your channel a few days ago. This is better than Netflix. I've been crying. Yeah, it is. This Umar Johnson saga, it is. It's something to behold. I've never seen anything like this online ever in my life, and I've been online for a long time. There's nothing like it, and it's always something with this guy. Yesterday I wasn't planning on live stream, but then the information comes to me, and I broke the story about how Umar. Listen, right now this guy owes $38,388.22, and he ain't got a job. You donors, you owe this money for nothing, too. Not one black boy's been educated. How can you justify this? All this money that Umar has wasted for nothing. I mean, he would have been better served just holding on to the money and just waiting and getting a small, or just do online for a while. Do something, but shit, 6.5 years later, collected millions of dollars and nothing to show for it. I mean, this is Netflix. Goodness. Or Hulu. Someone said Black Conscious Hulu. Thanks for Veracity Exchange for super chat. User YouTube says, has Umar Johnson ever mentioned Louis Farrakhan or vice versa? Umar has mentioned Farrakhan, and he actually he disparaged Farrakhan one time. I had a video. He's like, yeah, we're gonna do a real Million Man March, not a fake one like them other ones. I said, Umar, you tripping? Umar went to the Million Man March too. He takes shots at everybody.
Wow, come on, dog. The Million Man March is right down the street from, well, I'm in the Philippines right now. But the Million Man March is like, I can take a car and park close to one of my friends and walk down to the Capitol. But honestly, I didn't go to the Million Man March. But I heard all this, I seen and heard all this stuff. The subways was packed. And they were saying that it wasn't a million men out there. they trying to do a count. Dude, people say that it was more than 1 million people out there. If you thought it wasn't 1 million out there, you gotta be kidding me. I put it to you like this. It was a whole lot of people out there. It was a hell of a lot of people out there, trust me. And I think what he pulled off was something amazing. That was amazing by itself.
I mean, anyway, he said that, speaking of Nation of Islam, he said that, I can't remember his name right now. I can't remember his name. He's a tall brother that he's in the nation, but he said that he was gay. That's what Lene said. I believe it too, because Umar be called everybody gay. Weirdo. Y'all know who I'm talking. Yeah, he is. Umar's very insecure. That's the issue. What is the brother's name? He's tall. I can't remember his name right now. Yeah. His name is Rizza Islam. That's his name. He said Rizza was gay. That's all right. Again, like we were saying, Umar can't work with anybody, especially black men. He's so insecure. He's also insecure about his height, even though he always says it. He's insecure about his height. Rizza Islam is taller than Umar. That may be part of it too. He's clean cut. That's how Nation of Islam. They real clean cut. They keep themselves clean and all that stuff. But there's another thing too, because Umar, I've seen him when he takes pictures. There's been times where he's taking pictures, and most of the time people are his height or shorter, right? I'm talking about men. But there are times where there are men who are much taller than he is. And I've seen Umar do stuff where he'll kneel down because he doesn't want people to see in the picture that another black man is taller than he is. That's how insecure Umar is. That's some weird shit right there. But that's
wow. Come on, man. Now I gotta stop doing. Anytime I take a picture, I stand on my tippy toes. Just stick my chest out a little bit. But it's a joke. It's a joke, all my friends and my family members and everything, there you go, stand on this tippy toe, because it's a joke. Maybe I need to stop doing that. See, the more in the public you are, the more you can't be yourself. You gotta be, because people call you out in a minute, man. Even on the comments, man. Somebody called Uncle Mike, you full of shit. Yeah, okay, all right. You gotta remember, man, they talked about Jesus, Leonard. Leon, is it Leon or Leonard? I gotta find out how to pronounce the dude's name. But anyway, God dang it, boy, that's another hour almost went past already. Dude. All right, let's keep going, man. 2 more. I'm enjoying this. I am really enjoying this right here, man.
Okay,
gotta stop and say something sometime.
That's how insecure Umar is. That's some weird shit right there. But that's Umar. Okay, I'm almost at the bottom. Former Merce sent in a super sticker. Thank you so much. Dre says them ancestors ain't trying to pay that $38,000. I know he can do whatever he want to, but them ancestors ain't paying that. They like, nah, bro. We trying to sleep. Thanks, Dre, for the 787 for the super chat. Former Merce says, can we get Candace Owens to investigate? That would be wild. Somebody posted, they said, the 3 people you don't want on your ass. They said Candace Owens, somebody else, and Lyndon Otter. I laughed so hard. It said, the 3 people you don't want to investigate your ass. Thanks, former nurse. That would be incredible, I think. Well, I tell you, Umar, he'd be mad. AM sent to the super. Thank you so much. And thank you all so much for all of the support. I do appreciate it. We're going to get to the video where Umar's talking now. My wife just getting in. It was shopping. Thanks, AM, for the super sticker. I appreciate that. And then, hey, what's up, James? I ain't seen you in a long time. I ain't seen James Coward in a long time. Hey, buddy, you guys get everything done? Where's Samaya? Okay, no, I'm not done. I'm probably gonna be here for another hour. Okay. Yeah, but if you guys need to cook or whatever, did you get some stuff? That's it right there? No. Oh. All right, they went clothes shopping and stuff.
There you go.
No, I'm just playing. So James Coward is one of the OGs in this. He said, "I see, brother."
That's what I like right there. That section right there, I love it. Family come first. Acknowledge your family. Say hi to your family. Make jokes with your family and all that type of stuff. Family come first, man. We got to show love If you showing love in any kind of way, boy, I'm so excited. I am so excited.
The Honor has a new pair of boots to lay on Umar's neck. Salute, OG. Yeah, salute to you, OG. James Coward did criticism of Umar and videos on Umar because he does construction, but it'd be masterful stuff. It's not like he's just putting together a table. Okay, like he showed videos of what they would do. They would go into like these buildings and they would just totally transform it. You know, like lobbies, like hotel lobbies, like high-end hotel lobbies. And it just looked absolutely phenomenal. Some of that stuff, I don't even know how people do that. Like, it's incredible. But he was talking, James Carr was talking about the process in terms of Umar and renovating and how it was so disjointed, and it showed that Umar didn't know what he was doing. That was very important commentary in this Umar saga, because you have a professional analyzing how he's operating when it comes to so-called renovations. So, and here we are all these years later, because you did those videos years ago, and he's still not complete with renovation. The stuff looks horrible in there. He don't know what he's doing. Yeah. So shout out to James. I ain't seen you in a long time. All right. Okay. So let's get to the video now for today, the main video for today. I haven't watched any of this, and I'm sure people have been waiting. So I apologize for the bit of a delay, 3 hours in, but we're going to get to this through this today for sure. Okay. Because I don't plan on live streaming tomorrow, and I want to get reset for Monday. And if we don't get to it, then we'll probably come back on a Monday and get back to it. So I played the video of Umar driving to the facility. I played the video of Umar walking around. Here's the actual venue where he's going to be speaking. Oh, hold on one second. Let me make sure this. Oh, here it is right here. Yeah, I don't know what this rainbow is about, Umar.
I have to.
Yeah, let me skip through. Let me take the music off too. It just shows different people who are there. All right, and then here's I think this is the beginning part right here.
People, and they've of course embraced me and the efforts that we've tried to bring to Newark. I guess they're going to come up and speak, please.
Yeah,
come up and say a couple words.
So they should
Queen Mother.
Yeah, not a lot of people there in the audience, that's for sure.
My cool, and I'm never going to mess up.
But they got a rainbow thing all the way down the thing.
more of them. Okay, love hugs later.
Cool.
Speech, and only 3 minutes apiece.
What's up, Bernie? You take this. I was trying.
There they go, Umar.
Come on, let me give the mic to our council president.
Okay.
You always say, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
I want them to hear me all the way on Bradford Place because I got Masani and Patrice. Let me tell y'all.
Okay, let me skip to the end. Yeah, so I guess this brother speaks too.
Yes.
It truly is.
Yes, it is.
It truly is.
And you look good, Councilman.
Well, thank you for that.
My Councilman look good, y'all.
All right, so those are just the intro videos. Let's get to Umar's speech. Not a lot of people there. And I highly doubt they paid him. You know, he just probably went out there just to have something to do.
Fighting for black boys while the fathers are nowhere to be found.
Look who's talking. See how much of a hypocrite? He'll talk mad shit about black fathers, black men, all stuff, and he ain't even in his children's life. Y'all see this?
But you know what's interesting, Daddy? You don't miss a football game. You know what's interesting, Daddy? You don't miss a track meet. You know what's interesting, Dad? You don't miss a summer league basketball game.
Look who's
But
talking.
you always seem to be missing at the suspension reinstatement hearing. You're always missing at the IEP meeting. You're always missing at the evaluation team meeting. Our boys could not be caught up in the school to prison pipeline if it was not for the negligence of black men.
Wow, the audacity of this guy. Yeah, Joshua, he projected. He's a deadbeat. He got at least 3 baby mamas, but you see how he'll go in and talk all this shit about the black men, and y'all ain't. I know you ain't talking about me. I'll tell you that right now, homeboy. As much as I've failed in life, and y'all know it. Okay, I own all my shit. I've been here from the beginning, even in the struggling times. Thank the Lord, we're doing a lot better today. Thank the Lord. See, but Umar, he will criticize, and Umar, he ain't raised not one child. He done impregnated at least 3.
Wow. Y'all know Uncle Mike I don't have any kids. But I helped raise as best as I could. Plenty of kids in the neighborhood. I got a nephew. And my nephew said to me when he was getting older, living with me, and now he's older, he's an adult. I'm letting him do more adult stuff. He said, Uncle Mike, I used to think you hated me when I was growing up. And I said to him, well, nephew, that let me know that I did my job. Because I always wanted you to tell me exactly what's on your mind anytime. And if you thought that I hated you, and this is what you're telling me now, that means I did my job, because I was hard on him because I wasn't always around him. So I was letting him know, you gotta be real and straighten up and be a man. I told him I had a little bit of time to teach you how to be a man. I ain't have time for no shortcuts. I ain't had time for no bull. I was in his life. He spent the night over my house. Anytime he called, I don't give a damn what I was doing. If that phone rung and he was on the other end of it, I don't care if I was in a meeting. I don't care if I was with the captain or the lieutenant or whoever I was with. I'm picking up the phone. I don't give a. If Jesus Christ could be praying, if he calling, well, Jesus, you should know. You know Jesus. Family first, man. Family first. Family first. There's no other way. But family is first. That's it. Nephew now, I'm in the Philippines and he on a cruise somewhere. Both of us got houses, all bills paid for, and he got a son. Took his son out on a cruise or wherever he at. I don't know where he at, but he's loving life.
At least 3. I suppose he got more out there. And you baby mama gonna come forward, you welcome. We'll take care of you too.
Excuse me.
Hit the one. We take care of you. But Umar got everything to say about you black men. I know he ain't talking about me. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, he is. He disturbed. See all this right here, all this support right here. Anyone want to come forward to speak your truth about Umar? We got you. Hey, Cook Crush, I got you. Yeah, Didi, can you believe this guy? Deadbeat. He is. Umar ain't got no shame. He don't care. Yeah, Erica, boy, that would be it right there. I sure do. Me and my wife, we've been together. This be 25 years next spring.
Yeah. My boo-boo. Love my boo-boo. Love me some beautiful people. I love women. And there's some beautiful women. I love beautiful women, and I love to tell them they beautiful. And that's why I draw the line at. That's it. That's it. You beautiful. I like to see beautiful people, man. I like to see beautiful brothers and sisters. I like to see beautiful people. Filipino, it don't make me no difference. If you're beautiful, you're beautiful. If you're fine, you're fine. If you're pretty, god dang, boy. I just like to see pretty people. That's why I keep turning the camera on, so I can see that beautiful person. Pretty.
She my best friend too.
Look at it.
She look
best
good
friend.
too. That's what I thought she was gonna. No, she had all these babies. She still be looking good. I'll be like, damn.
Beautiful.
My sack and everything. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm saying too much. Let's get back to it. Here we go.
It is on us black men. We should always be present and available to go with the mothers of our children, especially the boys. She might can handle the girls on her own.
Okay, there's more people there now. Yeah, there's more people there. I want to give them credit, but they looking at him like, what? They're like, okay.
A bottle of water if I can.
Uh-oh.
Oh, thank
He done lost his voice from yelling.
you. Y'all gave me the little Tyler bottle. I love you. But the father should always be there with the mother when it comes to the boys. She will get more respect. She will not be bullied because you're not going to stand for that. And black woman, if you can't take the biological father, take an uncle. If you can't take an uncle, take a cousin. If you can't take a cousin, take a nephew. If you can't take a nephew, I want you to come to Source of Knowledge bookstore and ask one of the queen mothers to find you a black man who will volunteer and go with you to your child's meeting.
What in the
For
world?
black women, you cannot afford to go into a school meeting by yourself. If you can't find no men, take a couple of your sisters, a couple of your girlfriends, a couple of your sorors. There is no limit to how many people can be in a meeting. As you know, they like to gang up on y'all. For one black mother, they'll have 10 white people and 2 coons.
Can you see how ridiculous this is? It's just all lies with this guy. There's just so much misinformation and disinformation that he spews. It's ridiculous. What's up, Lene? Lene says his memory is slipping, and do you think it's due to stress or psychosis? Have you seen it, especially with his accusations and paranoia? Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I've followed this guy long enough. And I say follow, I've studied this guy, I've researched this guy long enough. He has some serious mental health issues. And yeah, his memory is an issue. It is. He can memorize, he can remember dates really well, certain facts dealing with black conscious, but in terms of, as an example, Umar, when he in 2023, when he says that renovations are done, isn't that something that you would think he would remember that he said that? I mean, it's a lie, but wouldn't you think he would remember that? Well, then why is it that in 2025 he says that he's still renovating? Well, he forgot about the lie that he told in 2023. Why did he tell that lie in 2023? Because he needed to get money out of people. He knew that people would get excited, and he was looking like a straight smoked out kooky in that video. Matter of fact, that's one of the worst times. You look at Umar. I should pull it up. He was looking like a straight pookie that had been binging and was fiending and been sleeping in cardboard boxes for 2 months outside. But he sure got up on there talking about renovations were done. Well, he forgets about that. Part of it, I'm telling you, when we talk about Umar and psychosis, there's also such thing as drug psychosis. When people they take substances and they get psychotic. And they'll say stuff and do stuff that they don't remember. They don't remember what they said and what they did. Well, this is an example of it right here. So I think his memory, is impacted on different levels. You know, I think the paranoia impacts him, the depression that he deals with a lot. I can tell. But in particular, the substance abuse issue, I think there's a lot that Umar has said that he simply can't remember himself saying. I'm sure the things that he's done, he can't even remember that he did. See? So yeah, his memory is funny, and this is his lifestyle. You know, living like this for such a long time, it does impact his body. And
wow.
Oops.
I don't know. I mean, I can't tell if somebody is on drugs like that. I can't tell, man. I can't tell. And he has said it a couple of times. I really don't know. I'm hoping that he's not on drugs. But if you done spent over $1 million, man, and you still looking like that, you don't have no car. You don't have $1 million, dog, and you don't have too much to show for it. You gotta point to the drugs. You must have put it up your nose or something. But I don't know. I can't tell. I can't tell. I can tell a weed smoker. I can tell a smoker their lips purple. You know, they get. It's just I'm kind of like a professional on that side. But as far as somebody, I mean, straight up crackheads that don't care. But a professional, cocaine, I'm gonna call it, user. I don't know. I can't tell. But a lot of people can tell, but I can't.
What's up, Lene, too, by the way? Thank you so much for tuning on in. I Am Essence says, I believe there's no telling the amount of women in other countries he's probably taken advantage of or used his fame to lure in hotel rooms. And that's what he has a history of, luring them into their hotel rooms. There's no telling. The hundreds of women out there, if not thousands, at this point, because he's been at this consistently since 2011. It's 14 years. Real quick, I highly doubt Umar even remembers all of the sexual encounters that he's had, because he's out here exploiting whenever he can, however he can, and not just in Philadelphia, not just in Pennsylvania, all throughout the United States, not just in the United States, in other countries, not just all around the world. And people ask, well, Leonard, why you keep doing Umar videos on Umar? What you talking about? Why do I keep doing it? For different reasons. And one of it is because he's out here sexually exploiting these black women. Why ain't you saying nothing? You a man, right? Anyway, thanks, I Am Essence. James says, you missed all your kids' life. Yeah, Umar has not been present at all. See, Umar tells this story. I remember he said, this is what I mean by this guy, he's such a liar. He says, I spent more time with you than your mama did, talking about his oldest daughter. But how is that possible when the mama's the one that raised her? Umar, he was, by the time she was, I think he said 6, he was inconsistent. By the time she was 10, that was it. And she said, she verified that. She said, listen, by the time I was 10, he wasn't even around anymore. So, but Umar, the story he tells is that he's been present. And then the baby mama, how can I say this? The baby mama that he doxed in that video, they had a restaurant. I'll just say that, just that. He ain't been present and consistently at all for that child. So what is he talking about? See, but like I said, James, he will go in on black men because he wants to pander to black women, because that gains him access to money. It's more likely that black women gonna give up the money than black men, because black men are like, wait, hold on, you're going to have to show me some receipts, and you're going to have to show me some real progress. I'm not saying all black women ain't asking those questions. I'm just saying that Umar, he knows how to manipulate black women more than he does how to manipulate black men. Furthermore, Umar knows that if he can manipulate black women and give them money, he might be able to manipulate them into giving up them cookies too. Give up the drawers, give up the cooch, the punani. Huh? The poom poom. That's what I learned from my wife. She didn't tell me, she didn't say that, but I'm just saying, because she's from the islands. I said, what is poom poom? Because someone I don't know who said it. Then she said, she explained it to me. I said, okay. Anyway, Umar knows that. See? So he targets these black women. Meanwhile, he's not even present inside of his children's lives.
That's the killer.
That's Umar. Thanks, James. James also says, oh, he looking for his next woman victim. Yeah, I'm sure of it. That's what he does. Andrea said this earlier, he's a predator. See, people think and they assume that Umar, he's about trying to uplift black people. That's not what he's doing. That's not what he's up to. His goal is to get money and to get sex. And the money's not going towards opening up a school. Obviously, he owes over $38,000 in past due bills. They about to take these properties from him, the state of Wilmington. The money is going towards Umar's lifestyle, gambling, substance abuse, eating, because he's gluttonous, right? Living in and out of hotel rooms, rental cars. It would make more sense for him just to buy one car, just have that, maintain that. You save money, but he don't give a shit because it's other people's, your donors' money anyway. He don't got a job. You think he getting paid, $15,000 for speaking in front of this audience right here? I mean, come on, people, cut it out. Thanks, James. Veracity says, I give him credit to get you and speak BS like this with the straight face. With the straight face. Yeah. So that's the one thing about Umar. It's incredible. You got to give. It's impressive. You got to give him credit as a charlatan and as a slick talking con man. He's fork tongued, right? You're fork tongued. That's Umar. You got to give him credit, because that's how he manipulates people. I mean, he will tell a flat out lie to people and say it with such conviction. I don't get that. I don't get that at all. No guilt. See, even right now, Veracity Exchange, if I tried to lie to you guys, it would be very difficult. I'll probably start laughing because I know it's not true. But the idea of lying to someone and then saying with such conviction, you have to really be something else is going on up here to be able to do that so freely. Umar, he does. He lies all the time. Thanks, Veracity Exchange. Alfonso says he ain't even been at his kids' school meets. How people listen to this. Help your kids, man, before you talk about ours. He ain't even been in a school in 20 years. Yeah, in fact, I forgot to mention this, Alfonso. Umar wants to criticize black people and tell y'all what y'all need to be. He ain't talking to me. Okay, I don't play that shit. But he wants to tell y'all what y'all need to be doing with your kids. Meanwhile, look what's going on. And I'm not going to be speaking on it, but look what's going on with his oldest daughter right now. If anyone's been following that, it's tragic. And he don't give a shit. He did the video when he went in on the day talking about the fish tank and was calling me Pastor B and all that stuff. You notice Umar stated that he doesn't even know whether or not his daughter was alive. And I hope she's. What do you mean? What kind of father? What kind of man would not? You don't know that your child is alive. Yeah, did he go to any of his children meetings for the school and all that stuff? No. Did he do any of the things that he expects black men to do and black fathers to do for their children? No. But see what he's doing. He's placating to black women. That's what he's doing. Because he wants the money from them and he wants the cooch. That's what it comes down to. Yeah, he can't even help his own kids. A lot of people have been saying that too recently dealing with Umar. Says what you need to do is go help your own kids and get your own stuff in order. And it's true. But he's not doing that. He don't even see. The thing is, Umar don't even care. I mean, it's a sick person that doesn't even care when your child is dealing with what they're dealing with right now. And instead of helping as a quote unquote psychologist and the greatest black psychologist of all time, as he tells it, what does he do? He shames her and he disrespects her and he demeans her. That's what Umar does. He calls her a struggle streamer and Smurf, baby Smurf, just to demean and disrespect her and demoralize her. That's what he did. Let me tell y'all one other thing on this, Alfonso, and thank you for bringing this up. And I don't like speaking on the daughter, but I'm just going to tell you all this just to show you what kind of person Umar is. His daughter was asked, because she was admitted to a mental health facility. And she was asked, was that the first time? And she said yes. And what the context was, after Umar went in on his daughter, that's when the mentals got even more difficult. And I could understand why. And that's when she had an episode and was admitted. It's directly related to Umar, her own father's comments online. Yeah, that's the kind of person we're talking about here, Alfonso. What kind of man? What kind of husband? What kind of, well, now you know, even a husband. What kind of father? Even real talk. What kind of baby daddy? No care whatsoever. Contributed to this young lady's struggle and strife. Was absent in the first place, but then on the back end does something like this. And then when it gets to the point where people don't know if she's alive or not, Umar's like, oh, I don't even know if she's alive or not. And then he talks about her for a couple of seconds and moves on. Like it don't matter. And in his mind, it don't matter. But and yet he'll get up on here and try to tell black people what y'all need to be. He ain't talking to me. Thanks, Alfonso. RT says, your long pauses with the twisted face be having me on the floor. Please keep them coming every time Umar speaks. Thank you for shining. You're welcome. I can't, because he said, I mean, really does. He says, I try to be as serious as possible. That's why I stay out of the chat room. But he says so much stuff that is so out there and so ridiculous. It's amazing that Umar, he can even say half of the stuff he says. You know, and if you, I'm a logical thinker. I like to think rationally. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, is that true? Does that make sense? And often I'm confused. Like, what are you talking about? That's why you hear me say, what are you talking about? Because it doesn't even make any sense. You know, but that's Umar. He says so much stuff, so much information. I mean, he was talking in the video that we covered this past week. He was talking as if he was a gynecologist. I said, what are you talking about? Anyway, thank you, RT, for the super chat. I appreciate it. AM says, I'm a single father. If you can do better for your kid and your ex-wife partner ain't there, yet you should fight for your kid. I agree. I know it's not the same in all 50 states, but all men in my circumstance should try to be in their kid's life. No excuse. Yeah, and Umar has no excuse. See, he doesn't want to be in his children's lives. You guys do realize that the PsyD is associated not just with school psychology. The PsyD is also associated with law. What do they call that? A school law or something to that effect. I can't remember what it was. Educational law. This will say that Umar, even back then, he had enough information in his education to be able to go through the court system to get visitation, right? Or to get partial custody, or to get half and half custody, or to get the majority of the time. But did he do that? I mean, I've heard him say that he tried, but it's not enough just to try. You got to keep at it until you succeed, if it's important to you. Obviously, AM is important to you, and shout out to you, much respect. But we can ask the question whether or not it's important to Umar. I don't think that it is. I don't think it ever was. I think Umar sees children as a nuisance, something that's in the way of his objective to get money and to get into crush cookies. See, have you guys ever heard Umar tell a positive story about his children? Why is that? And then he blames the baby mama, talking about how she's keeping me away and blah, blah, blah. Well, if you're a man and you're supposed to be big popping all this shit with 6 degrees and so highly intelligent and educated, why haven't you gone through the court system to make sure that you have visitation? If it's important to you, or that you have some level of custody, if it's important to you. See, the issue is that it's never been important to Umar, and it's not important to Umar in 2025. I mean, this guy doesn't even have his own home. If he had custody, where would the children go? In mama closet? These poor babies be inside the mama closet, up at FDMG standing around and shit inside a rental car. See, that goes to show you that Umar doesn't care, because if he cared, he would have his life in order enough so that he can have a place for his children to come and be a part of his life, and he can be a part of theirs. He doesn't even have that. He's a functional idiot. I'm so sick of this guy. So shout out to you, right? And much respect. Umar out here just I mean, he really is. He's making us look bad. Well, I ain't gonna say that, because that's him. Okay, for real men, we handle business. Real fathers, we do what we have to do to be involved in our children's life. Period. Ain't no question about that. Ain't no excuses either. You either gonna do it or you're not. Respect, sir.
Shout out to all the fathers, man, that's doing their thing, man. Shout out to my cousin Rick. Rick was telling me that him and his wife, they not adopted kids, you know, Uncle Mike, when you babysit, like full-time babysit a kid, you rescue a kid and stuff like that. Shout out to everybody that know that they doing the right thing, right? Shout out to everybody who's doing the best they can. Yeah, man. Yeah, y'all make me so happy. Shout out to everybody that don't like that AC unit, but it's hotter than 100 hamburgers out here. Hey, I'm gonna cut it right here, man, because this man is talking real long. But the donuts and stuff, hey, I'm learning what people want, what people feel. How dare you talk all this unity, black unity? How dare you talk all this stuff and you don't even have a pot to piss in, a window to throw it out of? And here's the thing. Here's the thing, people. I mean, get your own apartment, get your own house, get your own car. Get something that makes you feel proud. That way the younger generation can see what you have, and maybe they'll be proud. My nephews, my cousins, and everybody, they getting their own stuff. Proud of them, man. You can see how proud they sticking their chests out when they start showing Uncle Mike what they got. And I'm proud of you. I call them and let them know that I'm proud of you. call one of your loved ones, man, the younger generation. Say, you know what? I just want to tell you that I'm proud of you, man, because you have done some things or whatever. But I'm proud of you because you're taking care of your business. You're taking care of the kids. You're doing the best you can. I pray for you, and I'm proud of you for working through your struggles. Let them know that you see the progress. Even if it's a little bit of progress, let them know you've seen it, man. I do. I let them know I'm proud of them. Y'all make it easy for Uncle Mike to be proud of you. You know why? Because you a cross. You a cross. Y'all know they know who I'm talking to. And all the ones that ain't listening, they don't even click. Support each other. Gotta support each other, man. That's one thing I don't play with, man. I was at every football field. Every time he played football, he was a bench warmer. My guy, he was a bench warmer. But Uncle Mike was there. I tried to tell people in the studio, you wasting your time booking studio time with me on a Saturday. You wasting your time. Cause I'm not gonna be there, cuz I'm letting you know I'm gonna be on that football field because my nephew is out there. Because people they act like they don't want to hear what I got to say. They want to tell me what I'm going to do. So, okay, you told me we're going to do some studio time. Yeah, you said your studio open 24/7. I'm booking Saturday. Well, go on book Saturday. You're going to be knocking on the door or waiting until I get there and when I get there. Come on, man. Man. Dr. Umar, you need some help, man. You need some help. You need some unique help because he think that what he's doing is working. And it's clear that what you're doing is not working, man. You got your buildings going to come down. They ain't been open in 10 years. You ain't taking good care of your mom. The family don't like what you're doing. I can't wait to get home. I'm going to get a cleaning crew or somebody to come in on a regular basis to take care of the cleaning and stuff of the bathrooms and all that type of stuff, because we don't want to do that mess. We don't want to do that. So I'm taking care of my mama. And now I gotta get somebody to clean up the outside and cut the grass. I got a riding lawnmower. I gotta cut the grass, trim up. I done bought a trimmer. God dang, man. I don't feel like doing it. Y'all get ready for part 4. I think we got one more part, man, and then I'm gonna get on up out of here, man. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.